same, we are organizing this panel discussion with the student entrepreneurs. So with this, I welcome the guest speaker, Monica, Akshat Garg, and one more I'm waiting for, Manan. We have two more students with us who will be, the coordinating the entire discussion. He is Surbhit, and the other is Disha. They are students for mass communication. So Disha and Surbhit, please welcome. And now, please, I'm handing over this button to you now. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you so much. First, I would like to introduce myself. I am Disha Chaturvedi and my co-anchor Surbit Sharma. Welcome you all once again to this panel discussion. So, good morning, everyone. We are talking about entrepreneurship here, and everyone wants to be associated with that word.
First of all, actually, I want to ask a question from Malika that although I know everything about malicious, but still I want to ask that. Malika, can you brief us about your organization a little bit?
Okay, so hi Sujit and hi everybody present here. I am Molika and I am running a business of home bakery since the last 2 years. And I started Mauritius as a food blog 3 years ago when my graduation, like BGMC started. And with it, I started this just as a fancy blog page. And it just became a business. It was not expected. I was not making it a business, but it did. So we make cakes, brownies, and everything, baked according to the customer's choice, the flavors, the design, and we try to do it customized. So that's what is all about Mauritius. We try to put in all our efforts, and we do make hampers and everything. So that's all about Mauritius, and Baki to everybody knows.
Thank you
Easy
so
to do.
much, Molika. That's so great. Now, before I let my panelists introduce themselves, I want to ask them what entrepreneurship for them. Who is an entrepreneur? Let's start with Akshat Garg.
एक्चुअली एंटरप्रेन्योर जो ये वर्ड है ये एक सिंपल नहीं है. एंटरप्रेन्योर जो बेसिकली एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप है ये एक काफ़ी वाइड कंसेप्ट है. इसमें आना आसान है बट इसमें सरवाइव करना काफ़ी मुश्किल है. एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में अपने केस ले लेता हूँ मैं. फॉर एग्जांपल जैसे मैंने अपने एक ब्रांड स्टार्ट करा फूडी अक्षर. सो मुझे अराउंड 2 इयर्स हो चुके हैं अपने ब्रांड को स्टार्ट करे हुए. एंड सबसे पहले मैंने
Okay.
स्टार्ट करा था अपना ब्लॉगिंग पेज स्टार्ट करा था इंस्टाग्राम और यूट्यूब. देन
Yeah.
आफ्टर दैट आउटलेट्स खुद ही मुझे कांटेक्ट कर रहे थे कि आप हमारे पास आइए, हमारा कवर करिए आउटलेट. अराउंड मेरे इंस्टाग्राम पे 8500 फॉलोअर्स है एंड यूट्यूब पे 500 है अराउंड. बट फॉलोअर्स मैटर नहीं करते, मैटर करती है आपकी स्किल.
Yeah, exactly.
बिकॉज जैसे मैम ने बताया था आपको कि अभी मैं पीआरशिप हैंडल कर रहा हूँ. अराउंड 4 आउटलेट्स एंड 15 ब्रांच है. तो ये आउटलेट ईजी नहीं होता कैप्चर करना क्योंकि आउटलेट्स अप्रोच करना देन आउटलेट टेकअप करना. बिकॉज मार्केटिंग एक ये नहीं है बेसिकली कि आपको उस आउटलेट को ग्रोथ कराना. उस आउटलेट की डीप नॉलेज होनी चाहिए आपको एंड ऐसी इनसाइडर इन्फॉर्मेशन होनी चाहिए कि आउटलेट को आप कैसे पुश कर सकते हैं. बिकॉज आजकल
Yeah, Akshat, that's great. Thank you so much. Now let's come to Manan Talreja. Manan Talreja, would you like to share something about this? Your opinions? What entrepreneurship? Like, who is an entrepreneur for you?
For me, like it's entrepreneur is like a lot of responsibilities. Like you have a lot of responsibilities on your head. आपके साथ आप सिर्फ अकेले नहीं चल रहे हो, आपके साथ कम से कम 10 जने हैं जिनको आप संभाल रहे हो, जिनका
Yeah.
आप पेट पाल रहे हो. It's like that. तो you have to be like कि आप तो सरवाइव कर रहे हो, साथ में आपको उनको भी सरवाइव कराना है. You don't have to be like कि सिर्फ मेरा सर्वाइवल जरूरी है, उनका भी जरूरी है. It's like that.
Yeah,
Entrepreneur
Manan.
is not like एक सिंगल एंटिटी. मेरे हिसाब से पर्सनली एक सिंगल एंटिटी नहीं होती. आपके साथ 10 और है. यू आर अ लीडर ऑफ दैट 10 और जनों का, बट इट्स नॉट लाइक यू आर अलोन.
So, how do you choose your people? Like, would you like to share something?
Basically, it's not like that I have to choose people. I have to basically choose ideas. It's like that.
Okay.
Ideas. I have to be the leader. I am not the boss. Basically, I am a leader. I personally feel like that because I am not the one key काम कराओ. I am like काम करता हूँ उनके साथ. If a labor is working with me, I work with that labor. I'm not that person जो ऑफिस में बैठकर एसी में बैठकर अपना लैपटॉप पर काम कर रहा हूँ. I am that person who works like day and night. It's been past 2 days since I have slept. I haven't slept since past 2 days अभी तक, and I'm still out. I'm going to my work. So it's like
we can see कि आप अभी भी कार में हो मनन, right? आप कहीं जा
yeah,
रहे हो?
yeah. So it's
And
like
Manan, I have a question for you, bro.
yeah,
That
sure.
some people think that having a family business makes your journey a little easier. So I know it's not true, but still,
No,
can
it's
you
true.
do you want to?
It's true. It's true. It's totally true. Like yeah, see, देख, what's your name? मेरे को दिखा नहीं. सुरभि, right? देखो
Yes,
ऐसा
yes,
नहीं
yes.
होता कि फैमिली बिजनेस है तो तुम्हारे लिए मुश्किलें बढ़ गई या कुछ ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. मतलब या आपको एक बेस मिल गया ना. You have a start. Basically, you are not a startup. You have already started. आपकी फैमिली ने स्टार्ट कर दिया. Now it's up to you. तो आप उस लेवल, उस बिजनेस को किस लेवल पर लेकर जाते हो. That's your मेहनत. वहां पर मेहनत होती है. हाँ, एक शुरुआत की जो मेहनत होती है, that is a relief for you. कि हाँ, आपको ये बेस सेटअप नहीं करना. You have everything. कि आपके पास एक मार्केट सेटअप है ऑलरेडी. बट या उस मार्केट को बढ़ाना, that's on you. वो मार्केट आपके पास
Okay.
ऑलरेडी है जो चल रही है.
आई मस्ट इंटरफेयर यार, एक क्वेश्चन मनन मेरी तरफ से आपके लिए. आई एम डॉक्टर निवेदिता. तो आपने as you said that it is something that you joined your family business. It was obvious choice for you to join your family business because you wanted to join it. But as
Actually, I wanted to do photography.
okay, your interest was in photography, right? Right. So how when I mean when you joined here, I mean your family business, क्या आपने कोई प्लानिंग की थी कि मैं इसको कर या ज्वाइन करने के बाद आपको एहसास हुआ कि इसमें ये मुझे ये चेंज करना होगा, इसमें ये मैं ऐसा करूंगा तो मेरा फैमिली बिजनेस और अच्छा हो जाएगा, कुछ ऐसा दिमाग में आया, देन यू स्टार्टेड वर्किंग ऑन इट?
Obviously, ma'am, when you get into something ना, तो उसके बाद you obviously you try your best to make best out of that business.
राइट राइट.
आप किसी चीज को ज्वाइन
एब्सोल्युटली.
करोगे तो आप उस चीज को बेस्ट करने की कोशिश करोगे. आप उसको वर्स्ट नहीं करोगे. Obviously, I tried my best कि मैं जैसे अब we used to do trading. Basically क्या था हमारा, we import stuff from China, we buy stuff from China, we bring it here, we sell stuff. That's it. That was my dad used to do. Now I bring that stuff, I manufacture it here into a final product, and then I sell it. So it's like I improved. मतलब एक स्टेप जो बीच का एक पार्ट था मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, जो लोग इधर करते थे. I just kept that. I am directly the manufacturer, I am directly the importer, I am directly everything जो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट मार्केट में पहुंचाता है.
Okay.
Now
Okay.
I'm working on my marketing. Basically, I'm trying to reach to every city possible जहाँ पर मैं अपना प्रोडक्ट सेल कर सकूँ. डायरेक्टली मैं अपने होलसेलर्स को दे सकूँ. I don't want in middlemen बीच में.
Great, great, great. That also reduces some sort of pressure on the customer as well. Because if there is a middleman, a man, then they are supposed to pay some sort of money for that middleman as well. So ये बहुत ही अच्छी बात है कि कस्टमर सेटिस्फेक्शन भी बढ़ गया और एट द सेम टाइम आपने अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को भी ज़्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग किया. So next, I mean, Disha.
We can see that like you all are successful entrepreneurs, so I just want to know like your greatest strength which help you to become successful entrepreneur. This question is for you all.
My dear brother, I'm still not successful. I have
You
a
are
lot.
Agreed.
but successful के path पे तो हो,
Same
but
here.
one day
Yeah.
you will be
It's
successful.
not about
Monica?
being. It's yeah, exactly. It's not. Yeah, I was saying, Disha, that it's not about being successful overall. It's being successful on your plans, right? So, for example, I had a plan of doing Rakhi hampers, and I became successful in doing that. So that's about
Yes.
success. So this success, I think the greatest strength, which is in me and should be in everybody else, is a belief in yourself. I think if you do not believe in yourself, if you do not believe it that you can do it, then nobody can help you do it. अगर आपको लगता है कि आप कर सकते हो और आप कर लोगे, then I think everybody and anybody can do anything that they want to.
Yeah, thank you so much, Molika. And let's come to Akshat. Would you like to share something? Like, what is your greatest strength?
स्ट्रेंथ बेसिकली ये है कि कुछ ऐसा अचीव करना जो और कोई ना कर पाए
Yeah, that's
एंड
nice of
I mean,
you.
Okay,
Disha, I
स्ट्रेंथ
mean, कहना चाह रहे हैं he wants to be an innovative, entrepreneur. जो
इनोवेटिव
किसी
न्यू
ने
थिंग्स
नहीं किया
Yeah,
तो वो करना
innovative
चाहते
and
हैं.
creative entrepreneur he wants to be.
इनोवेटिव न्यू
And
थिंग्स मतलब
Monica,
न्यू आइडियाज
and Manan, I'm absolutely in sync with your uh, view that the hunger to become a successful entrepreneur, it should always be burning inside you. You should never be satisfied whatever you have achieved. To you, yes, you may say that yes, I am not a successful, but for us, you are a successful entrepreneur. So that's it
Yeah,
for what
ma'am, it's
I
truly
so,
yes, ma'am. Because of this, na, I have a question for all of them. That what attracted you to become an entrepreneur? Was it all about the money, or is it something beyond that?
Uh, Destiny.
पैशन
Cool. And Malika?
Yeah, destiny though of course is there, but I think it was मतलब it was not said कि मुझे आगे business ही करना है. What happened is was that Surbit, you know, you were there when we started as
Mhm.
a business. उससे पहले I was not doing business. So suddenly one day a college faculty asked me कि cake, can you make a cake for me and I'll pay you for that. So that was one day 2 years ago, and then it just started कि हाँ चलो कर ही लेते हैं, अब लोगों को अच्छा लगेगा तो कर लेंगे. So that is how it started as that's how my business thing started.
okay. One question from my side now. Like, guys, what difficulty you faced and how you overcome them? जब ये जर्नी चल रही है आपकी to being successful, to being an entrepreneur. So I would like to know कि what difficulty you faced, how you overcame them.
Monica, Manan, and Akshat, just one question. I mean, very question. Being start your own business or adding something to your family business, it requires lots of courage, lots of planning, and then lots of real execution of your planning. So, as you have said that somewhere you find difficulty as well, and you have overcome all those problems. But if I ask you to give few one, two, three liners to the all those who used to have their startup or who are willing to have their own venture, if I ask you what is one, two, three, four lines which you speak as a suggestion or advice to them. So can we start with Malika? Because
Sure,
it is
ma'am.
always the ladies first.
So, ma'am, first advice that I also said before was to have a very strong belief in yourself that whatever you're going to do, you're going to succeed if you have, enough belief in yourself. And even if you're not going to succeed, at least you're going to learn something out of it. So that's number one. Number two is uh, that planning is important, but going with the flow is more important. I think if I am here, I am doing a business that is because I went with the flow and I did not think ki, matlab, I think it should be both things in hand. Planning also has to be done, and going with the flow also has to be taken care of. These are two things, and third is I think having enough knowledge and gaining knowledge with your growth about your work, about your competition, and people who are working with you, people who are working against you. So all of these things should be, uh, taken care of and known to you at least. These are the three things that I think are very important.
Very great. It is coming from horse's mouth. It is very great and good. I'm sure that all those who are listening to you, they must have been taken a very sincere note of whatever you have given as them advice. Thank you so much. So Manan,
Ma'am,
now your chance. What is one or two, three advice which you will be willing to give to all those who wish to have their own startup or venture?
If you feel like you have a nice idea, close your eyes, take a deep breath, start working. You know it, how to do it, you know it, everything about it, you know inside out, you know you have learned about it, just do it. There should be no one to stop you. Don't listen to anyone. Advice don't work. It's your work, you have to do it. Hello, can you listen? Hello,
yeah, Manan,
Yeah, we can.
can hear you.
Yes,
that's it.
Manan,
Akshay,
that's good. That's good.
Because
Aks-
तेरा
हाँ,
सोच से काम नहीं होता, करना पड़ता है.
Very, very, a statement which speaks everything that you have to do it. सोचने से काम नहीं चलता है. That's absolutely right. Thank you so much. Just one announcement. We have shared the feedback and attendance form in the chat box. You need to fill that and mark your attendance. Students, all the attendees here. Where is Disha and Surbit? Are they in
yes,
the?
ma'am, I'm here
Yes,
in the
Disha,
meeting only.
please continue. I have asked the last question. Now, I invite you to put your sincere thanks and just acknowledge everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay, ma'am, can I ask my question? I have my last question for them.
Sure, sure, sure.
Uh,
Why not?
yeah, my question is like, जब आप लोगों ने ये start किया होगा, you were guys and teenagers, right? So my question is, being a teenager, it is hard to get funding to start your startup company, and how did you manage it? Funds के साथ कैसे manage किया? Who helped you?
Disha,
Oh, I can't hear you guys. Your voice is so low, Manan. Yeah, Akshit, who is
हाँ,
speaking?
it was the father who had. I have nothing else to say.
Manan, your father helped you.
I have
Yeah,
nothing.
I think even I have no business background and nobody to fund me, of course. So my parents only helped me, but I think first I saw how the response is going, and only then I started investing properly into my business. So
Okay.
first I started because I don't think, for example, for my in my profession, it's if I have a home bakery, I should have a good oven, a good mixer, and all of these things. So I did not start investing कि मैं पहले ही बड़ा सा एक oven ले लेती हूँ and एक stand mixer ले लेती हूँ, which obviously costs a lot. So I
Yeah,
still
exactly.
don't have a big oven because I've not invested in it right now. So I think I started gradually, and जो funds थे वो तो my parents only gave me.
बिजनेस स्टार्ट
And
करने के
what?
लिए हेलो आई एम ऑडिबल
Yeah, Akshat, yes. Your voice is so low. I can't hear you properly. Please
नाउ
check
आई एम
your
ऑडिबल
connection.
अब क्लियर है वॉइस हेलो
One
Yeah,
thing,
हेलो
uh,
हाँ
sorry Akshat, I'm
हाँ
interrupting.
कोई इशू
हमेशा बिजनेस
yes,
स्टार्ट
ma'am.
करने के लिए फंडिंग की जरूरत नहीं होती.
नहीं राइट है
अच्छा, तो फिर कैसे बिना फंड्स के कैसे
Sometimes
स्टार्ट कर
ideas
सकते हो?
are able to invest you or to help you out. I would say. हमेशा
Okay.
आपको फंडिंग की जरूरत पड़े.
Yes, you are right, Akshat. Yes, Akshat.
बिजनेस स्टार्ट करने के लिए बेसिकली 4 पिलर्स होते हैं जो मेरे कॉन्सेप्ट जिस कॉन्सेप्ट से मैं वर्क करता हूँ. पहला तो जो बताया था इनोवेशन या आइडिया जिसे कहते हैं. सेकेंडली जो
Hmm.
रहता है हमारा पहला इनोवेशन आइडिया होगा. दूसरा एग्जीक्यूशन जो नेसेसिटी होती है कि एग्जीक्यूट नहीं करोगे तो बिजनेस ही रन नहीं होगा आपका या एंटरप्रेन्योर ही नहीं होगा. थर्डली जो होता है ये होता है कि आप अपने एक गोल सेट करो पर्टिकुलर मतलब स्मॉल स्मॉल ब्लॉक्स में अपने गोल्स को टारगेट करो एंड देन अचीव करो उसको. और फाइनली होता है एसेट्स जो आप कह रहे थे कि कैसे मतलब फाइनेंशियली
हाँ.
मतलब फैमिली से हेल्प लेना है फिर कैसे अरेंज करना. तो मैंने अपने केस में जो अरेंज करा था एक तो फैमिली की हेल्प ली थी थोड़ी बहुत. और बाकी ये होता है कि जब आप इन्वेस्ट करते हो तो आपको रिटर्न भी मिलता है तो धीरे धीरे री इन्वेस्टमेंट स्टार्ट करो आप. री
Okay.
इन्वेस्टमेंट से काफी होता है.
Thank you so much. Okay, any advice which you would like to share here on this platform to all those who are willing to bring changes in their family business या anything, अगर उनको कुछ startup करना है, like they want to be entrepreneur like you guys. So any tips, anything you want to share with them, to our viewers, to us?
I
मेरी तो
think
एक
it's all about starting. As Manan said, कि if you have an idea, just do it and go for it. Don't think left. मतलब, of course, have a plan of it, but don't think कि लोग क्या बोलेंगे या my ex is saying something, Y is saying something. Don't. Just go for it and just start. Agar, even if you are going to fail, you're going to learn something out of it. That's the only one thing that you should always remember, that even if you are failing and not getting successful, it does not mean that you're getting out of the rail. You're actually learning something out of that as well. So that's only one advice that everyone should follow.
Yeah, that's great. Surbit,
Disha,
yes,
one
yes,
last question. Uh,
yes.
and it should be just 2 or 3 words only. Okay, Akshat, down the 5 years lane, where are you?
मैम कैन यू
Where
रिपीट द
you see
क्वेश्चन?
yourself? आज से 5 साल के बाद आप कहाँ अपने आप को देखते हैं?
मैम आई एम थिंकिंग फॉर स्टार्टिंग माय ओन ब्रांड. वैसे तो अभी बिल्ड हो चुका है मेरा ब्रांड, बट उसको मोनेटाइज वगैरह सब चीज़ करवानी है, और 5 साल में मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि अपने 100+ ब्रांच हो, मतलब 100 ब्रांच मेरी जो फूड ब्रांच हो वो अपनी हो, किसी और की प्रमोट ना कर रहा हूँ.
Great, great. With the attitude and with your zeal and with your proper understanding, definitely you will achieve this. Manan, where are you after 5 years?
Ma'am, to be honest, I haven't ever thought of it. 5 साल बाद क्या? मेरे को इतना पता है मेरे को कल क्या करना है, परसों क्या करना है. There's no goal
Oh,
for it. There's no point for it. Maybe I will be a Ambani. See, business is unpredictable. You cannot think कि आप कल क्या करोगे, परसों क्या करोगे. आपका business normal चल रहा था, आपके ऊपर GST आ गया. You have new regulations. You have new areas. You have new everything new for you.
what?
तो
But
आप
then my question is, what you expect? आपको क्या
my
लगता
expect
है?
my expectations are to be the best. That's it.
That's great. That's great. Okay, Maulika.
Ma'am, I wish to see myself having a bakery, at least known in Delhi, uh, at least for the next 5 years. So I right now I have a home bakery, so I wish to have a whole bakery which is under me.
Very good. Very good. Great. Now, just one word for yourself. Sorry, Akshat. Who are you?
So, I'd like to end this discussion and in a short note. So, I would like to thanks all the panelists and our viewers, teachers, director sir, everyone. Thank you so much for being the part of this discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Disha. Thank you
थैंक यू.
so much.
Yeah.
And I hope we will meet soon on some other platform. I guess. Maulika, Akshat, Manan. मनन में पीछा नहीं छोड़ूंगी मैं फिर पूछूंगी सारे क्वेश्चंस आपसे
I'm most okay.
चलो ठीक है इट वाज
Best
वेरी
of
नाइस
luck, everyone. Best of
Thank
luck for
you,
the future.
Disha. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
very
you.
very nice to interact you here and Maulika you look so pretty as usual
Thank you, ma'am.
Akshat I know that you won a competition I wish that you win so many I mean future you win all competitions where you are participating and Manan you are a very serious businessman. I can understand that you are running your car at the same time you are giving a discussion advice to your juniors. That's very good gesture from your side. Thank you everyone. Thank you Disha. Thank you Surbit for coordinating the today's discussion.
Thank
And
you.
stay happy, be blessed, love your mom and dad. Thank you so much. Now we
Thank you.
can depart here.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
थैंक यू मैम.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Continuation to the same, today we are having a unit talk that how to become an entrepreneur, and this is the topic of discussion. And we have three speakers with us, I'm very honored and I feel very pride to invite the campus entrepreneurs in this session. See, Government of India has recognized of long that the entrepreneurs play a very important role when it comes to the development of any nation. So they have started promoting various entrepreneurial attitude in the students, and therefore a successful interaction with the campus entrepreneurs, with the students, always always create a path wherein the junior or the students who are willing to have their own entrepreneurial venture can actually have this shared knowledge, experience shared from the experienced entrepreneurs, so that they can apply those experiences and can then really come up with their the venture. So I request Yash to come forward and to share his experience on this platform.
Myself, Yash Agarwal. I have started my business in 2019 officially. But before that, मैंने like कॉलेज के सेकेंड ईयर से ही जॉब स्टार्ट कर दिया था. लाइक जॉब भी नहीं कहेंगे, किसी के अपने नोन के पास बेसिकली काम सीख रहा था. मेरा इंटरेस्ट था कंस्ट्रक्शन, इंटीरियर डिजाइनिंग में बेसिकली. बट मुझे ना सॉफ्टवेयर वगैरह लाइक इतना मैं हैबिचुअल नहीं हूँ सॉफ्टवेयर से कि ऑटोकैड 3D मैक्स की डिजाइनिंग खुद करूँ. बट 2 साल मैंने विदाउट सैलरी एक्सपीरियंस लिया कि क्या चीज़ कैसे होती है, लूप होल सब कुछ. देन इन 2019 आई स्टार्टेड माय like own business. I have started constructing like Narela chemical market. If you all have heard कि जो चांदनी चौक में केमिकल मार्केट है वो वहां से शिफ्ट होके नरेला साइड आउटस्कर्ट्स पे दिल्ली बॉर्डर के शिफ्ट होगी. तो फर्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट मेरा वहां से स्टार्ट हुआ था. इट वाज अ गवर्नमेंट टेंडर और वी केम आउट लाइक सक्सेसफुल इन दैट. देन इट वाज अ हार्ड जर्नी आई से, बिकॉज घर वाले बिजनेस में इन्वेस्ट करने में इंटरेस्टेड ही नहीं थे मेरे. वो कहते थे कि नहीं जॉब कर ले, वो ज़्यादा बेटर रहेगा तेरे लिए. बट मेरे को था नहीं यार, जॉब नहीं करनी, अपना ही कुछ बिजनेस करना है. तो मेरे को काफ़ी अप्स एंड डाउन्स आए कि कहाँ से लाइक मनी अरेंज करी जाए, बिकॉज बिजनेस लाइन में आपको कुछ ना कुछ तो इन्वेस्ट करना ही पड़ता है. और कंस्ट्रक्शन लाइन एक ऐसी लाइन है जहाँ आप लाइक कितना भी पैसा लगा लो कम है. you grow here day by day. तो मेरे को उसमें लॉसेस भी हुए स्टार्टिंग में. मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा लॉसेस नहीं हुए. घर वालों ने पैसा नहीं दिया तो कहीं और से उधार भी लिए थे, उनको फिर रीपे भी करा. तो दैट वाज अ टफ टाइम. बट टुडे आई हैव एस्टैब्लिश्ड माय बिजनेस. लाइक इट्स बीइंग ऑलमोस्ट 2 to 3 years. हमने बरिस्ता का ऑफिस भी बनाया है द्वारका. तो नाउ वी आर गुड. लाइक मेरी अपनी वॉलपेपर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग है, हमने मशीन सेटअप कर रखी है. वी हैव अ टीम नाउ. मैं उस टाइम सोचता था यार सॉफ्टवेयर नहीं आते मुझे तो कैसे हम इंटीरियर के लेआउट्स वगैरह डिजाइन वगैरह बनाएंगे. बट नाउ दे आर लाइक 3 डिजाइनर मैंने जॉब पे रख रखे अपने पास. ठीक है, मेरे को सॉफ्टवेयर चलाना नहीं आता, बट डिजाइन्स बताने तो आते कि हाँ ये चीज़ ऐसे होनी है, ऐसे नहीं. बिकॉज सॉफ्टवेयर सब कुछ नहीं होता, आपको एक प्रैक्टिकल नॉलेज होनी बहुत ज़रूरी है. मतलब मैंने ये चीज़ खुद देखी. 2 साल का एक्सपीरियंस मैंने लिया, बट वो भी मेरे को लगता है कि बहुत कम था. क्योंकि आज भी मैं बिजनेस में ना बहुत चीज़ें नहीं देखता हूँ अपने, कि ऑलरेडी मेरे को 3 और 2 5 साल हो गए हैं इस लाइन में, बट स्टिल डेली डेली नई चीज़ें सीखने को ही मिलती है. Thank you, ma'am.
Let me see who is this. Yes, Shivam, please unmute yourself and ask.
If an individual has to start their own setup and business, but he has not the sufficient financial, then how he deal with scenario ma'am, if has not sufficient financial help from anyone, ma'am?
किस टाइप का बिजनेस स्टार्ट चाहते हैं आप शिवम? 50,000 रुपीज अगर है तो आप किसी से अपना प्रपोजल शेयर करिए। अगर अच्छा हुआ और उसमें लगा कि कुछ आउटपुट मिलेगा तो वी आर ऑलवेज देयर टू हेल्प यू आउट, क्योंकि 50,000 1 लाख रुपीज आई डोंट थिंक सो इज अ टफ टास्क टू अरेंज फॉर अ गुड आइडिया इन द मार्केट नाउ। इवन आप अगर कहेंगे तो आप मुझे अपना प्रपोजल भेजिए, अगर कुछ पसंद आएगा तो विल थिंक अबाउट इट। बट ऐसा नहीं है कि 50,000 ही चाहिए, आप पहले इसकी नॉलेज लीजिए, क्योंकि आई डोंट थिंक आपको स्टार्टिंग में ही सारी मशीनरी चाहिए होगी या कुछ मशीनरी चाहिए होगी। और सीड्स वगैरह का या ऑर्गेनिक बिजनेस का प्लान पूरा होना चाहिए आपके पास पहले, देन यू कैन गेट द इनिशियल कॉस्टिंग अमाउंट। ये रफ अमाउंट है 50,000 टू 1 लाख, मतलब ये टेंटेटिव है, ये आप गलत कह रहे हो। आप एक बार पहले रिसर्च करो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, वी विल हेल्प यू आउट अगर आपका मन है और प्रपोजल अच्छा है तो।
Yes, I'm just about to add something to your whatever you have just answered for Shivam. Shivam, yesterday I think आप उस meeting में नहीं थे discussion में. One of the student entrepreneur, he said that money is never a problem for any entrepreneur. So it is that how much you have pitched in your document to the angel investor, that is very important. So in case you have any plan, just plan it accordingly. Make a proper financial balance sheet at what at all is required, what will be the expenditure, what is the outcome, and in
Actually, ma'am,
what is the capital break even, and then you pitch this thing to any of the angel investor, and they will happy to invest in your proposal. So there are n number of angel investors who are there. In case you find it difficult, you can talk to any of these entrepreneur. For example, Yash is saying that you can just discuss him that how he has made his plan and how you can plan it. I mean, you have to just pitch deck your proposal to any of
with
the investors.
the
This
proposal,
is the only thing. Yes, you have to make a very good proposal, and that proposal just जैसे ने क्वेश्चन पूछा ये कितना चाहिए, तो 50 मेरे ख्याल से 50,000 1 लाख अगर आप ये शब्द अगर आप बोलोगे तो कोई भी कन्विंस नहीं होगा।
नहीं
आप कोई बात कह रहे हैं तो आपको पूरी प्लानिंग होनी चाहिए कि सी दिस इज और इसके लिए इतना पैसा चाहिए, दिस इज द लोकेलिटी, दिस मच ऑफ मनी इज रिक्वायर्ड। सो आई मीन
क्या है, मैं
हाँ
आपको काट रहा हूँ बीच में। स्टार्टअप करने के लिए ना मैम, मेरा मानना है कि आपके सिर्फ माइंड में कुछ नहीं होना चाहिए, मतलब आपको ना हर चीज आपके पेपर पे लिखी होनी चाहिए कि जो आपके माइंड में है, जिससे आप किसी को एक्सप्लेन कर सको। आपके अगर दिमाग में होगी ना, आप जैसे अभी इन्होंने बोला कि 50,000 1 लाख, ऐसे टेंटेटिव अमाउंट पे आपके साथ कोई भी इन्वेस्ट नहीं करेगा, इवन कोई आइडिया सुनना भी प्रेफर नहीं करेगा। इफ यू हैव अ गुड प्रपोजल, like everything written in your like you have made ppt or presentation, some anything जिससे आप उसको समझा पाओ कि भाई क्या किस चीज में मैं इन्वेस्ट करना चाह रहा हूँ, इससे इतना आउटपुट आएगा, इतने टाइम पे हम ब्रेक इवन अचीव कर लेंगे, एंड फ्रॉम दिस डे वी विल स्टार्ट अर्निंग प्रॉफिट्स, देन एनीवन कैन इन्वेस्ट। otherwise no one will be interested in listening your idea also.
okay, anyone else who wish to ask anything and or any comment, anything?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Harshita, yes madam, please.
Ma'am, I want to ask how to work on an idea. Like, if we have an idea, so how to generate it and how to make it a plan, how to convert it in a plan.
बेसिकली आपके पास जो भी आइडिया है ना, पहले उसके बारे में रिसर्च करो कि इट्स अ न्यू आइडिया और कोई चीज मार्केट में ऑलरेडी है, उसके साथ आप कुछ डिफरेंट प्ले करना चाह रहे हो। इफ कुछ ऐसा है तो उसको पहले प्रॉपर रिसर्च करो, क्या है क्या नहीं, उसके प्रॉस कॉन्स क्या हैं, कितना आउटपुट है, एक्चुअल में एट प्रेजेंट कितने कंपिटिटर्स compete कर रहे हैं, किस प्राइस रेंज पे compete कर रहे हैं, हर चीज लाइक आप पहले ना मार्केट सर्च करें कि ये चीज है, मान लो फॉर एग्जांपल एक स्विच है, आपको भी एक नया स्विच लाना है, बट आपके लिए वो कंसेप्ट डिफरेंट है आपकी नज़र में थोड़ा। तो आपको देखना है कि भाई कुछ चीज़ तो ऐसी होगी, कोई ना कोई तो कंपटीटर होगा जो ये चीज़ भी बना रहा होगा या बनाने की ताक में होगा। तो आप पहले मार्केट सर्च करें, प्राइस सर्च करें कि आपका प्रोडक्ट कितने प्राइस पे पड़ रहा है, हमारा पे कितने में पड़ रहा है। सो यू कैन वर्क ऑन इट फर्स्ट, देन यू कैन इम्प्लीमेंट ऑनली। कि आइडिया को पहले सर्च करो कि आपका आइडिया है क्या, उसमें क्या क्या चीज़ें हो सकती है, मार्केट में कितने कंपटीटर्स हैं, मार्केट में वो आइडिया पहले आया हुआ है या नहीं आया हुआ, देन यू कैन स्टार्ट वर्किंग ऑन इट।
I wish that you remain here and listen the other speaker as well. Let us welcome the other speaker. She is Muskan, and I told you, student, that she is 2019 first runner-up EVA, and after that she has been into various fashion show. She is model for various fashion products, and she is also working in Elegant magazine. So Muskan, you are please welcome here, and
Thank you so much, ma'am.
I request you to share your experience and whatever you have achieved as of how you have achieved, and what is one, two, three things, what is your strength, which the student can learn from you, and they can really apply for their own aspirations.
I would love to share it, and I would love to share. So, hi everyone, my name is Muskan Kalra. I'm 21 years old. I've just completed my graduation in Bachelor's in Journalism and Mass Communication from Tecnia Institute itself. And I'm a model by profession and a makeup artist by passion. So, I'll just start my journey from a scratch, I guess. So, I'll be telling you my school era where I was a fat little girl. Uh, Actually, I was 81 kgs and I was bullied a lot. So I hope many of you might be fat. People might have bullied you in various ways. So that didn't matter me much. But once when my family started bullying me about my weight, we all Indian has a mindset कि लड़की तो बहुत मोटी है, इससे कौन बात करेगा, शादी कौन करेगा, and so on. So that triggered me out. So one day my mom came up to me and she told me, we have just hired a dietitian and let's give it a try. Maybe you might lose some weight. So I was fine, and then I got to know when I just started my weight loss journey that I am suffering from PCOD because I didn't used to have a lot of food. I had a break around like 4 or 5 meals. I used to skip my meals. So I started my weight loss journey and I lost 25 kgs. And that was a turning point in my life because at that time everybody was so proud of me, and the confidence I built was it was on cloud nine. So one day my father came up to me and he said, like, you have good features, and you it's just one wish of mine that you just go and try modeling. And I said it is not my cup of tea because what I want to pursue is PR, that is public relations, and I can do this all these things. So he said that I'm just asking you one thing and you have to do it. And I went through the EVA India platform. So those 7 days where I was with them, um, that was actually a glorious moment for me because the way they taught me about how to sit, how to talk, how to walk, and actually they build my confidence so that I'm sitting in front of you and talking about my journey. So there, I just like to share one thing. Like Yash told you, you have to be confident enough, and that confidence only you can build in yourself because everyone, maybe your friends might, pull you down, demotivate you, and because nobody loves your success. To be very frank, everybody wants to cross you and they want to actually achieve more better, much better than you. So there, one thing happened. My roommate, uh, the last day, she started yelling at me. She started abusing me. You won't be able to achieve anything and everything because I was actually progressing a lot. So I cried. It was late night and I cried and I just went out from my room where the chairperson of EVA India just she came up to me and she said the same line. You're like, you can only you can only build your confidence. Everybody will actually break your confidence. And that moment was actually inspiring for me. The other day when I went for my grand finale, um, it was actually very, very, very difficult for me to face so many people right there in front of me. So I actually didn't saw anybody. So you say बोलते हैं ना कि आप सिर्फ एक आइडल को देखो और आप चलो तो आप actually पहुंच जाते हो. तो मैं रैंप वॉक कर रही थी and I just saw my father, the face, उनके फेस पे जो स्माइल थी. So the one person who actually motivated me and who is supporting me is my father. So I saw him. उनकी इतनी ज़्यादा sparkling eyes थी that I couldn't resist, and those answers and everything I gave, I touch what I achieved, what he wanted, what he desired, and since then my journey started. Um, Now, if I talk about my journey again, after this is just a platform that I gathered. This is just a scratch. This is just a step that I just walked through. So, journey is very difficult in any field, whether it is business, whether it is jobs, whether it is modeling, whether it is so and so anything. Everything is difficult, but it's you who has to build your own way, your own path, and you have to move. So the way I Yash said that it doesn't mean you how you earn. आप पहले अपना सारा अपनी practical knowledge ज़्यादा gather करो and then you walk through it. So I have done shoots. I have done a lot of a lot of work free. So I used to get up at 6. I used to come back home around 1 or 2, and कोई पैसे नहीं मिलते थे. So this is all my hard work that I was going through, and now slowly, gradually, people started knowing me. And also one plus point that my college started renowning me as like my chairperson called me up, dean sir called me up, and he also told me that you should have a walk with your crown in this college itself. So since then, people started knowing me, and I have done multiple work in school, in college as well. If you all are aware of Mr. Miss Varchaswa and Saras, so I have taken initiative and I've actually taught a lot of you guys right there.
And now I request the other speaker, Ram, to please come and please share your experience. And I must tell the attendees here that Ram is a 21 passing batch of mass communication, and he happens to a person of multi-dimension, multi-facet personality, and as of now, he is an independent filmmaker. So Ram, please come up and share your experience and guide the students who wish to have their venture as far as filmmaking is
Sure,
concerned.
sure. First of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for the opportunity, and good afternoon to everyone. Uh, I know कि अब time थोड़ा कम है, so I won't take much of your time. I will just quickly go through my stories. बहुत inspiring लगा मेरे को मुस्कान और यश की story सुन के, and I'm sure यहाँ पे audience में जितने भी लोग हैं, वो भी कर रहे होंगे कुछ ना कुछ, और उनके भी story है अपनी, because क्योंकि मैं भी पहले ऐसे ही करता था. I just finished my graduation last month. But I've been working on a freelance basis for 3-4 years now. So just same जैसे हम आपस में बैठ के अपनी stories share कर रहे हैं. I've heard so many stories पहले भी, और बहुत inspiring रहा है. तो मेरी story ये है कि I am an independent filmmaker and I've been working for 3-4 years, and I got to work with like some indigenous personalities like Michelin star Italian chef, and Sunburn the music festival, and some other Italian embassy work. I do all the freelance basis. And how all the things started to me, like I volunteered to make videos for farewell project in my school. That was the first time I was in 11th class. That was the first time I volunteered to do something like this, and उसका रिस्पॉन्स बहुत ज्यादा अच्छा आया. सब बहुत ज्यादा अप्रिशिएट कर रहे थे. बट द वन थिंग स्टक मी फ्रॉम दैट टाइम everyone just told me कि if you've put so much effort in this work, it must be very tiring and exhausting, and you like kind of overdid it. मतलब इतना सब कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं थी. So you must be exhausted. But for me, I never felt that for a single second because I enjoyed every bit of it. So that's when I knew कि मेरे को कुछ ऐसे ही create करना है. I know there are like बहुत सारी ऐसी jobs हैं. अभी मेरे से पहले भी शेयर करी गई थी ये बात कि ऐसी कितनी सारी जॉब्स हैं मैं जिसको चूज कर सकता हूँ और उसमें एक्स्ट्रा काम नहीं करना पड़ेगा. लाइक यू हैव 9 to 5 थिंग कि आप सीधा जाओ और करो और दैट्स इट. बट अब इसमें जैसे अब मैं फिल्मिंग करता हूँ, सो इट टेक्स ऑल ऑफ माय टाइम. लाइक आई गो ऑन अ फुल डे वर्क एंड इवन आई स्किप सम फ्यू नाइट्स ऑफ स्लीप. तो ऑब्वियसली ये एग्जॉस्टिंग है, बट in the end what matters is कि जो मैं मेहनत कर रहा हूँ it's all worth it. इसलिए so and मेरे को ऐसे जब मैंने स्टार्टिंग में अपना स्टार्ट किया था ये स्कूल में, so this is how I got to meet some of my friends. पहले तो मैं enjoy कर रहा था अपने, I was making videos for just for myself. So but then I started getting recognition and attention of the new artists. So we all collaborated together and grew together. And और उसी के बीच में कहीं से जैसे पेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज आती हैं, वहां से वो ग्रो होनी शुरू हुई क्योंकि हम कई सारे आर्टिस्ट थे, सारे नए लोग थे. इवन अब जैसे मुस्कान ने शेयर करा अपना मॉडलिंग का एक्सपीरियंस, तो मुस्कान ने भी पहले कहीं से स्टार्ट किया. सो ऐसे ही जैसे हम लोग आपस में स्टार्ट कर रहे थे, वी ऑल जस्ट केम टुगेदर और हमने किया और फिर वहां से ही पेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज आई. मैंने इस चीज को कभी भी, अब जैसे एंटरप्रेन्योर वी आर यूजिंग this whole thing is revolving around the entrepreneurship. I never looked at it that way. I was just making videos for myself, or I had no idea that in the future I'll be doing something like paid gigs. I'll be getting to meet the Michelin star chef. I mean, the thing just blows me out every time I think about it. तो बहुत ज्यादा मेरे को ये कभी मैंने सोचा नहीं था इसके बारे में, बट ये एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में कन्वर्ट हो गई. तो आई बिलीव, जैसे मैंने पहले कहा था कि हमारे ऑडियंस में ऐसे कई सारे लोग होंगे, सब अपनी हॉबीज को कन्वर्ट करना एक बहुत ज्यादा इजी काम है. और सबसे पहले यश से एक क्वेश्चन पूछा था किसी ने कि हमारे पास अगर कोई आइडिया है तो उसे कैसे हम उसे बिजनेस में जनरेट करेंगे और कैसे उस पर हम वर्क करेंगे. तो मेरे लिए तो ये एक्सपीरियंस बहुत ज्यादा इजी रहा क्योंकि ऑब्वियसली ये मेरी हॉबी थी, मेरे को उसको थोड़ा थोड़ा आइडिया था और मैंने इसे कभी बिजनेस के पर्सपेक्टिव से देखा नहीं. तो मैंने ऐसे ही काम करना शुरू किया, उसी पर मैंने गेन किया थोड़ी अटेंशन. तो अगर मैं भी यही रिकमेंड करूंगा कि इफ यू हैव समथिंग ऑन योर माइंड दैट यू वांट टू वर्क ऑन.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome, sir. I'm sorry, sir. आपको मैं बिल्कुल अब लास्ट में आ गए हैं, लेकिन आप भी बहुत बिजी थे, तो मैंने आपसे भी रिक्वेस्ट किया है. Ram, Muskan and Yash. I think Yash has already left, but then डॉक्टर सर स्पेशली आई रिक्वेस्टेड कि हमारे कुछ पास आउट बच्चे हैं तो वो आज आए हैं, तो डॉक्टर सर इज हियर विद अस. सर प्लीज सर, your remarks, sir, your guidance, sir.
First of all, I would like to say congratulations, and you people are doing great job to make the banner of Tecnia fly high, and we all Tecnia fraternity loves you. Number one. Number two, that this is the World Entrepreneur Day. We are celebrating this path, and this is the new dimensions. As of now, the India is moving with the skill sets. So here I would like to give you certain tips when you are going to put yourself as an entrepreneur. So what is the requirement? I have attended many FDPs programs across the globe. We have been doing so. So things where we are lacking is the organized. We are not organized digitally. We are not organized digitally on a platform. Madam, can you be allowing me to share my slide to them so that other students can be able to understand the concept? Okay. Now I'm going to see that you just take a cue from this. Fit India ambassadors, Fit India champions, Fit India icons. I'm just going to open it for you. Fit India ambassadors, right? These are the Fit India ambassadors. Okay. If you are not going to make your presence felt digitally properly. Like here, these are the few people whom the government of India has highlighted. Your Facebook account, your Twitter account, your Instagram account should be proper. Just like I'm going to see the things over here for you. Let's say Mansi Gupta, nutrition daily. I'm going to open up the Facebook account of her for you. Just look on. This is how they have made their presence felt digitally. Whatever you are going to show over here must be able to hit the imaginations of people. This is what I'm going to say. So the Facebook account must be proper, just like over here. Then Amrpali ka मैं बताता हूँ, fitness blogger. She's a fitness blogger. So you have to be a inspirator for others. This is how the Amrpali is going to show her presence on Facebook account. We are proud of you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable guidance. So we are almost at the end of the session, and I take this opportunity to thank these guest speakers for today's talk, Ram and Muskan and Yash. Thank you so much for giving your time to us and sharing your experience. With this, thank you everyone, and stay happy, be blessed, and love your mom and dad. Thank you so much. So in continuation with the same, today we are organizing this one particular program wherein we have the students have to write these stories of the success or the failure entrepreneurs or these failure startup founders. So the students are supposed to present their understanding on it in the form of PowerPoint presentation. So with this, I welcome everyone, and I am so happy to found that we have good number of students who are really interested in such type of activities.
So good morning, everyone. I am Bhavya Sehgal from BBA 5MA from Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies. I'm going to present my PPT on the topic the success story of Jeff Bezos. So whenever we hear of the word online shopping, the first word that comes to our mind is Amazon. It is because of the trust the people have gained in the recent years. And and in the present time, Jeff Bezos is the richest person of the world, as we all know, and he has a net worth of 190 billion US dollars. But this trust and this success has a story full of struggles, as usual. So here is the beginning. The company was founded as a result of what Jeff Bezos called his regret minimization framework, which described his efforts to fend off any regrets for not participating sooner in the internet business boom during that time. In 1994, Bezos left his employment as vice president of DE Shaw and Company, a Wall Street firm, and moved to Seattle, Washington, where he began to work on a business plan for what he would become for what we would become Amazon.com. He started with a bookstore in 1994 after leaving the company of D. Shaw and Company. On July 5, 1994, Bezos initially incorporated the company in Washington state with the name Cadabra Incorporations. He later changed the name to Amazon.com Incorporations a few months later after a lawyer misheard its original name as Cadabra. In September 1994, Bezos purchased the URL Relentless.com and briefly considered naming his online store Relentless, but friends told him the name sounded a bit sinister. In 2017, finally, Amazon announced it would build a new downtown Seattle building by Space for Mary's Place, a local charity, in 2020. To make that data transfer from space cheaper and easier, Amazon added 12 antennas for the satellite data in November 2018. So this was the success story of Jeff Bezos. Thank you.
Okay, Bhavya, very good presentation. You have covered the good points and
Thank you, sir.
the founder which you have considered is very, very popular. ठीक है, the company is doing very good nowadays, so very good selection, I must say. Okay,
Thank
next.
you.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Today I, Riya Chadda, and
I Twinkle Dhingra.
of Fifth Morning A are here to present a PPT on success and failure.
Being successful is not always as same as being on the top or at the first position. It cannot be defined in a single line. Success is the feeling that a person feels after achieving something better than before.
Failure is not the alternative to success. It's something to be avoided, but it's also only a temporary setback on a bigger, more significant course. Everybody encounters failure at one point or another. What truly matters is how you react to and learn from the failure. However, in case of key manager personnel, the new board would be empowered to take a call.
The SBI, which has received a board approval to invest in Yes Bank, which takes up to 79% stake according to the scheme at a price which is less than rupees 10 per share, having a face value of rupees 2.
Who is Rana Kapoor? Rana Kapoor is a co-founder and former managing director of and chief executive of Yes Bank. In 1998, Rana Kapoor joined his brother-in-law Ashok Kapoor and Harikat Singh to form Rabo India Finance.
In September 2018, he was asked to step down as the chairman of Yes Bank and was replaced by Ravneet Gill.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Riya and Twinkle, very good presentation.
Good morning and hello. My name is Ishita Jain and I'm here to share the success story of Paytm. Paytm is an Indian multinational technology company that specializes in digital payment system, e-commerce and finance based in Noida. The inception of the company was done in the year 2010 by a visionary alumnus of Delhi College of Engineering, now DTU, Mr. Vijay Shekhar Sharma. Mr. Sharma was born in a Brahmin family in Aligarh, Uttar Pradesh on 7th June 1978. He holds a bachelor's degree in electronics and communication. The story of Mr. Sharma proves how passion and hard work can bring you the endless opportunities in life. He remains to be a huge inspiration to the future aspiring entrepreneurs today. Thank you.
Good afternoon to everybody. My name is Arushi Saxena. I'm a management student at Tecnia Institute. Today I'm going to give a presentation on the company Starbucks. Introduction about Starbucks. Starbucks Corporation is an American multinational chain of coffee houses and roastery reserves headquartered in Seattle, Washington. As the world's largest coffee house chain, Starbucks is seen to be the major representation of the United States' second wave of coffee culture. As of September 2020, the company had 32,660 stores in 83 countries, including 16,637 company-operated stores and 16,023 licensed stores. Of these 32,660 stores, 18,354 were in the United States, Canada, and Latin America. Headquartered in the Starbucks Center, the company was founded in 1971 by Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Walker at Seattle's Pike Place Market. Despite an initial economic downturn with its expansion into the Midwestern United States and British Columbia, the company experienced revitalized prosperity with its entry into California. Schultz was succeeded by Oren Smith, who ran the company for 5 years, positioning Starbucks as a large player in fair trade coffee and increasing sales to $5 billion. During this time, the Starbucks stores sold just beans and not coffee drinks. History about the Starbucks. Starbucks originally opened in Seattle, Washington on March 30, 1971. It was founded by business partners Jerry Baldwin, Zev Siegel, and Gordon Walker. The first Starbucks store was located in Seattle at 2000 Western Avenue 19, from 1971 to 1976. They later moved the cafe to 1912 Pike Place. Success story of Starbucks. Starbucks has grown to become one of the most talked about brands in recent times. The main reasons behind the success of Starbucks are employees' approach. The success of Starbucks brand is determined by people's interaction with the company's experience and cultures. Second, core competence and vision. The company's primary role or responsibility is to ensure that the organizational culture is compatible. Starbucks tries to create a sense of belongingness and build a sense of trust and confidence among its customers. Experimentation and innovation. Starbucks is disciplined innovator and good management of its innovation. Timeline is one of the primary resources behind the company's success. Measured expansion. Starbucks has adopted a slightly more cautious approach, particularly in its foreign markets, for the success of its company. Last, the financial resources. Starbucks is the world's #1 specialty coffee retailer, and as such, it has a greater financial reach than particularly of all its retailers. In order to achieve a competitive advantage, the company continues to rapidly expand its retailer operations and pursue opportunities to leverage the Starbucks brands throughout the country. Nowadays, Starbucks still retains its worldwide position, recognized as one of the most successful globalized companies that has created a strong brand and international experience. Thank you. I hope you like my presentation. Thank you, sir.
Right. So, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Varang Kansal. Today, I will be giving a presentation on the success story of a startup, Udan. So, Udan was established in 2016. It is based in Bangalore. Udan is a business-to-business e-commerce startup that collects and brings all the manufacturers, traders, and wholesalers, retailers under a common platform. It is the initial idea of ex-Flipkart employees Amod Malviya, Vaibhav Gupta, and Sujit Kumar. Amod Malviya was the chief technology officer at Flipkart. Vaibhav Gupta was the former senior vice president at Flipkart, and Sujit Kumar worked as a supply chain, built operations, and logistics executive at Flipkart. So now let us understand the business model of Udan. So Udan operates in three verticals, which is food, non-food, and pharmaceuticals. So this application provides small businesses and entrepreneurs with an opportunity to connect directly with the manufacturers and discuss the transaction of the trade. The company collaborates and works with the entrepreneurs and help them with sales, marketing, logistics, and operations. Udan India aims to provide retailers and wholesalers with sufficient working capital loans at cost-effective rates so that the business owners are not exploited. So let us now see why it is a success. A year after starting, the company did logistics at quite subsidized rates, which really helped them in getting the right market share and exposure. Another thing was the strong founding team. The founding members of the company already had the required knowledge and experience after working at Flipkart. Due to this, many other Flipkart employees also joined the startup, which helped them in increasing their efficiency and productivity. It enabled the engineers to work on their creativity, which is encouraged at Udan. Also, the success of the company can be attributed to the solution that it provides to the retailers and wholesalers who use the online platform. Let us now see how it earns. So it basically charges some percentage on sales as a commission, and which varies in different categories. Udan also charges for the logistics in the form of delivery charges from the buyer, which also varies according to the product and quantity. Now let's see the funding structure. So here you can see the initial funding round of the platform which was headed by Lightspeed Venture Partners, had taken place in November 2016. So the total amount raised was $10 million, valuing the company at $40 million. So conclusion is that Udan sets an inspirational ground for various other startup companies that have sought to gain success in the e-commerce sector. Udan is one of the few firms which has occupied a dominant position in the sector in a very short period of time, making its success story a pretty interesting one. Thank you.
So, good afternoon, teachers and all my dear friends. I'm Himanshi from 3 Morning Sea, and I'm participating in the story writing on success and failure startup. And I'm going to speak about the success story of MDH Private Limited. So, MDH stands for Mahashian Dihatti and founded in 1999, Sialkot, Pakistan. The slogan of MDH is Asli Masale Sach MDH MDH. Now we come to the introduction part. The type of company is private. The founder was Mahashay Chunni Lal Gulati. The headquarter of MDH is in New Delhi, India. The industry is of food and spices. The products are chana masala, kitchen masala, garam masala, degi mirch, etc. And revenue generated was rupees 1050 crore as per 2019. Mahashay Dharampal Gulati, famously known as Mahashay, MDH Uncle, Masala King Dadaji, or King of Spices, was the owner and CEO of MDH Masala. He spent first 25 years of his life in Pakistan. He attended his school in Pakistan, but he was not interested in studies, so dropped out his school in 5th standard. In Pakistan, his father ran a spice shop on the name of Mahashian Hatti MDH. After leaving school, Gulati assists his father at spice shop. He used to sell mehendi initially and earned rupees 20 per day. In 1947, during partition, his family decided to migrate to India. After Amritsar, they shifted to Delhi. After leaving school in Pakistan, he learned many handicrafts such as carpentry, embroidery, painting, etc., but did not succeed. In 1948, he opened a small shop in Karol Bagh and also purchased land in Kirti Nagar with slogan Degi Mirch Wale. And from here, the journey from Tangawala to millionaire started. The spice market has spread in more than 100 countries across the world. He was the highest paid and fast moving consumer goods CEO. As salary last fiscal, he took over rupees 21 crore. Mahashay Dharampal Gulati, the philanthropist. A philanthropist is a rich person who helps the poor by giving money. In 2019, he was honored with Padma Bhushan under the banner of Mahashay Chunni Lal Charitable Trust. He donated nearly 90%. His trust operates a 250-bed hospital in Delhi along with 4 schools and a mobile hospital for slum dwellers. He was named Indian of the Year at ABCI Annual Award in 2016. He also received Excellence Award for Lifetime Achievement in 2017. Mahashay Dhampal Gulati had made the world believe in the power of India. Thank you.
So good
Thank you.
afternoon to one and all present here. My name is Tushar Fogart, and I am here to share my views on success and failures of great entrepreneurs. And I have chose Steve Jobs as my topic, as he has suffered a lot in his family from in his life. He was born in a Mohammedan family, and then he was adopted by uh, a family known. Then he was adopted by Jobs family. His real name was Stephen Jobs, and his parents were Abdul Fateh John and Joanna, and his he was graduated from the American Reed College in 1972. Then he traveled to India and learned Buddhism in 1974, and later on he was very intelligent and he designed a computer, and after that he became the chief executive officer of Apple, and his partner cheated with him and kicked him out of Apple. Sir, it is not visible, I think, again. So Steve Jobs collaborated with the Pepsi owner and they started a new business. But the owner of Pepsi kicked him out from his company and he ruled the company. But Steve Jobs again do hard work and he made a new company and he made a new company named as Next. And the five mistakes he did in his life were he recruited John Squilly as CEO of Apple, who the Pepsi owner, and he believed that Pixar would be the great hardware company, and he not know the right market for next computers. So these are the mistakes that he think uh, he did in his life. But sir, later on, the owner of Pepsi realized his mistake and asked him to collaborate with them again. And as everyone can see, that Apple is the most innovative company in today's world. Thank you, sir.
Imagine a childhood without those cartoons. A world that is beyond characters and songs never shaped your dreams. And imagine the visual storytelling never sparked your imaginations. A very good afternoon to everyone. My name is Jay, as a student of BBA Division H. And today I am presenting a story of one of such entrepreneurs who has made a childhood memorable with such stories. December 5th, 1901 marked the birth of one of such legends in the cartoon and mass entertainment industry. And today, imagining the world without those big stories in our childhood is not difficult but impossible. It's a Walter Elias Disney, one of the biggest successful entrepreneurs in the entertainment industry. Walt Disney and his works are nothing less than the legendary. From pioneering animation to spellbinding theme parks, his unparalleled vision continues to inspire generation after generation. People of all ages around the world have been touched by the Walt Disney message. Walt Disney Jesus was shows no trace of dumb luck or free passes. Instead, it begins with a hardworking paper boy and ends with a humble friend producer. Walter Elias Disney was an American entrepreneur, animator, writer, voice actor, and film producer. A pioneer of the American animation industry, he introduced several developments in the production of cartoons. As a film producer, he holds the record of the most Academy Award earned by individual, having won 22 Oscars from 59 nominations. He was presented with 2 Golden Globe Special Achievement Awards and the Emmy Awards, along with other honors. Several of his films are included in National Film Registry by the Library of Congress. On December 5th, 1901, Walter Elias Disney was born in a small neighborhood in Chicago. And Walt was 4 years old, his family moved to the Marshall Line, where his artistic talent was sparked by the neighborhood doctor who asked him to draw his horse. At 10 years old, Walt and his family moved to the Kansas City, where his uncle employed him to sell snacks and newspaper along with the railroad. During the day of the year, Walt woke up at 4:30 every morning with brother Roy to deliver the newspaper before school. This would begin at the paper round of the school as well. The job was executing, and Walt would often fall asleep with the class. But he continues his newspaper route for more than 6 years to help his family. Walt Disney attended McKinley High School back in Chicago, where he drew patriotic pictures of WWI for the school newspaper. At night, he took illustration course at Chicago Academy of Film Arts that to broaden his skill. At 16, he decided to mind Walt Disney drop out of high school and attempted to join the army to fight against the Germans. He was rejected since he was the minimum age of 17. He tried again, forged birth certificate. He was accepted and soon shipped to France, where he spent the following years driving an ambulance. After his time in the army ended, Walt Disney returned to the Kansas City at 19 years old with the goal of becoming a newspaper artist. So the Roy got a job at the Princeton Robinson studio, where he met Eric, a fellow cartoonist there. Not even a year perhaps passed when a sharp decline in the revenue pushed Walt Disney out of the job, the distribution being a lacked imagination. This would have discouraged many aspiring cartoonists, but not Walt Disney. Disneyland opened its first store in 2000 of Paytm. Regardless of how many years have been passed since his death, Walt Disney continues to live on a central figure in the history of animation. He If Walt Disney was alive today, he would probably reassure you that from experience, there is no direct path to the success, that your accomplishment depends almost solely on your dedication and the willingness to persevere. He would also tell you that sometimes the key lies within your most unexpected dreams. If you can dream it, you can do it.
Conclude your presentation fast. Just conclude.
So today I'm going to tell about the success story of Ola. The founders of Ola were Bhavish Agarwal and Ankit Bhatia. Ankit Bhatia was the co-founder of Ola. They founded Ola in 2010 in Mumbai. In the year of 2008, Bhavish graduated from IIT Bombay and BTech in Consumer Science. He also served in Microsoft Research in Bangalore. The co-founder of Ola, Ankit Bhati, joined Bhavish in November 2010. In this project, he deals with the technology facts and as a Chief Technology Officer, CTO, he is the BTech graduate in IIT Mumbai and Mechanical Engineer and MTech in CAD and Automations. So the idea of Ola came from when once the Bhavish Agarwal was traveling from Bandipur to Bangalore, and when the cab driver stopped the cab in between and asked for the rent to be increased, and Bhavish did not agree to the terms, and he was left in middle of the road because he didn't agree to the terms. Because of that, Bhavish got an idea of developing a Ola service. Sorry, sir. Ola service website. Then the Ola Cabs was founded in 3rd December 2010 Mumbai, and now in India multinational ride-hailing company offering services that include vehicle for hire and food delivery. Ola app offers mobility solutions by connecting customers to drivers and a wide range of vehicles across bike, auto rickshaws, meter taxis, cab, enabling convenience and transparency for hundreds of millions of consumers for 1.5 million driver partners. As Ola's success grew, Ola is the largest mobility platform in one of the largest ride-hailing companies, serving 250 cities across India, Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. After a humble beginning in 2010, Ola became one of the fastest growing startups in India, beating its global rivals Uber and Meru Cabs. So much so that only in 4 years of becoming the operation in 2015, the company spread to more than 100 cities, pocketing a net worth of more than 2 lakh cars. As of October 2019, was valued as 6.5 billion in Indian rupees. It's 750 crores. An average income of an Ola driver is 25,500. Ola is not just about the customers, but also about helping thousands of drivers across country to become entrepreneurs. In the matter of fact, Bhavesh Agarwal still doesn't own a car and vows never to own one. Thank you, sir.
Good, great. Even I am very happy to know that you all are so creative and so skilled in presenting such a difficult topic, and you are quite aware as well. And most of the time, I find that you were absolutely correct when it comes to the reasoning. So I'm so happy to know that I have got such a good students with me. So students, thank you all. Thank you so much. Kindly share the PPT. Rauza will be sharing the link as well, the email ID and everything. And stay happy, be blessed, love your mom and dad. Thank you so much. We are having a session. The session is on the hindrances to entrepreneurs, and I'm fortunate enough to have a good panel members with us. With all permission, now I would like to request the panel members to accept my request for today's webinar. Before I really proceed with the procession, let me give a very brief introduction to the different guests who are there with this today's program. We have Mr. Vikesh Bansal. He is a chartered accountant and he qualified in 1998 and he is MBA, that is Master in Business and Finance from ICI. He is in practice since then, and he has more than 2 decades of experience. He has vast experience in taxation, audit, and finance. So he has different branches. One is in Delhi, again in Haridwar, and in one branch he is planning in South as well. He's with these offices and with his expertise, he is catering to the corporate firms and individuals. So welcome, sir, for this today's program. Along with this, we have now I would like to invite a few of the guest member for today's webinar. We have Mr. Vikesh Bansal. He is a chartered accountant and is qualified in 1988, and he is master in business and finance from ICAI. And since then he is in practice. He has vast experience of almost 23 years in taxation, audit, and finance. He has an office in Delhi, and he is also working from Haridwar, and is about to expand more his branches. He is catering to the demands of corporate firms and individuals for their various financial obligations. So welcome, sir. I would also like to invite Mr. G.S. Singhvi. He is the founder of Hindustan Fibers Limited. He is a chartered accountant, which he did in 1974, and in 1975 he did his company secretariat as well. He has been working with large corporate houses in senior positions from 75 to 1990, and after having gained considerable experience, he had started his own business and set up textile unit in the year 1992. Hindustan Fiber Limited Group is a team of more than 500 personnel working across strategic business interests in real estate, education, textiles and logistic park, etc. under the visionary leadership of Mr. G.S. Singhvi. HFL Group has been scaling new heights by developing townships, group housing, education institutions, and about 500 acres of farmland ever since its foundation was laid in New Delhi in 1992. The group has dominated presence in states of Rajasthan, Delhi, NCR, and MP. He has extensively traveled to various countries for business and as part of industrialist delegations. He advises the various governments on policy matters and state budgets in the capacity as chamber representative in various positions. He is socially active and worked with various organizations like PhD, Rotary, Mahavir International, etc. Warm welcome, sir, in today's webinar. And now I would like to invite the Dr. S.N. Chander. He is chairman for Shield Biotech Limited. He had been enterprising all along his life, and he is hardworking, disciplined, and clear-minded person, always willing to learn while working. He did LLB, CA, and PhD, which is remarkable. He is a self-made man, and the remarkable feature of his life and career are that he has given coaching to 10th class student when he himself was studying class 10th. He did his PhD in the year 2013 at the age of 64 years. He has extensive knowledge of textile, banking, dairy industry, biotechnology, tissue culture, greenhouse, fruit, flower, vegetable, organic cultivation, and education. He is associated with Suniye, an NGO working for deaf and dumb children, as a patron of an organization. This organization teaches and prepares children who cannot speak, make them to talk and live a normal life in society. He is patron of Rashtriya Kavi Sangam, that organization to promote Indian culture and heritage. His company Shield Biotech Limited is almost 26-year-old company. It is a multi-division, multi-location company, deals in tissue culture, greenhouse, horticulture, floriculture, imports, seeds, planting materials, R&D, environment, fertilizers, and adoption and certification of organic farming. The company, with a strength of 1,000 employees and having turnover of rupees 100. So huge round of applause, sir, for you, and a warm welcome for this webinar. Last but not the least, I would also like to invite Dr. Ajay Kumar, Director, the Tecnia Advanced Studies, affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Tripura University. Dr. Ajay Kumar, he has more than 26 years of experience in the field of education and industry. Dr. Kumar has conceptualized and conveyed more than 30 national and international conferences and has attended several national and international conferences as guest of honor. He is a member of All India Management Association IMA and lifetime alumni member of Institute of Management Studies and Research, MD, University Rohtak. His aim is to work innovatively for the enhancement and betterment of education. So, sir, welcome to this webinar. Now, with this, I would like to invite the director, sir, Dr. Ajay Kumar, for his opening remark. Sir, please.
It's very heartening to know that the Entrepreneur Cell of Tecnia Institute of Advanced Studies is celebrating World Entrepreneurs Day. It's a given mandate from the Ministry of Education Innovation Cell. It's a quarter four driven activities from 21st to 28th August 2021. In this series, the hindrances to entrepreneurs, we are having a star-studded panel over here. They will be enlightening our startups panelists over here, which are using this information for their own advantage. With us, Vikesh Bansal, chartered accountant. He has got a very vast experience on how to manage the company affairs and what are the things to be seen over there as a startup companies. He will be there after the program also. You can talk to him and you can ask him how the finance can be managed and how you have to work on with the GST, other liabilities, financial liabilities, so that your purpose is that you will be able to get right kind of knowledge and input, so that you can be able to set your enterprise in the startup well. Only thing is that the person who takes up the risk for the new business, he creates an enterprise with his labor, aggregate capitals, right? It's entrepreneurship is a very highly, you can say, rewarding and economic generation of wealth and growth and innovation. Things are going to come up over there for the plus entrepreneurs file, pay taxes, depend on how the business set up in the terms. So overcoming the bureaucracy, hiring of the talent, obtaining finance, all these things are there. Lot many ramifications are there without holding much of the system between the panelist and you. I feel it. I'm going to make the stage open for our panelists to further make the process in this direction. Thank you very much, Dr. Nivedita, for giving me the time over here to express my views. Over to the panelists. Thank you. Nivedita.
Thank you so much. Now I would like to request Mr. Vikesh Bansal, please.
Yeah, I would like to thank you, Dr. Ajay Rathore and Dr. Nivedita, to invite me on such a platform. And the topic of today is hindrances for the startup. So, for a new entrepreneur, it is very difficult to understand कि वो अपना स्टार्टअप शुरू कैसे करे. तो स्टार्टअप के लिए जब बच्चे स्टार्ट करते हैं, कोई भी नया बिजनेस शुरू करते हैं, तो देयर आर सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस इन देयर माइंड कि कैसे स्टार्टअप शुरू करें, क्या करें, कैसे कैसे चीज़ें चलती हैं, किस तरह से होता है. तो देयर आर सो मेनी क्वेश्चंस इन देयर माइंड. उसके लिए ना मैंने एक पीपीटी भी मैं अभी शेयर कर रहा हूँ अपनी. तो जो सबसे पहला क्वेश्चन माइंड में आता है कि स्टार्टअप होता क्या है ना, और हम इसको शुरू कैसे करते हैं. तो स्टार्टअप की डेफिनेशन क्या है. स्टार्टअप जो है वो शुरू करने के लिए हमारे को जैसे प्राइवेट लिमिटेड कंपनी हमें बनाना चाहिए, पार्टनरशिप फर्म बनाना चाहिए, या एलएलपी के थ्रू हम अपने आप को रजिस्टर करें, ये समझने की ज़रूरत होती है. तो वो ये डिपेंड करता है कि कितने लोग हम मिलकर स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. लाइक 2 लोग हैं, 3 लोग हैं, 4 लोग हैं, और उनका पर्सपेक्टिव क्या है, फर्दर आगे कितना उनका विजन क्या है, उसके हिसाब से हमें इनकॉर्पोरेट करना पड़ता है कि हम कंपनी के थ्रू चलें या हम पार्टनरशिप फर्म के थ्रू आगे जाएं. ठीक है. जो स्टार्टअप की डेफिनेशन के हिसाब से जो टर्नओवर होता है, टर्नओवर का मतलब सेल्स, वो सेल्स 100 CR से ऊपर का नहीं होना चाहिए, जो कि स्टार्टअप की डेफिनेशन के हिसाब से.
मेरे पास अभी 5-7 बच्चे आए थे. दे हैव स्टार्टेड देयर वेंचर, दे हैव मेड ए ब्रांड, दे हैव मेड ए लोगो, दे हैव मेड ए मैन्युफैक्चरिंग यूनिट, दे स्टार्ट अप द मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सिस्टम, बट दे आर डूइंग इट अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड वे. in a very unorganized way. We have to make them organized. They have already started up, they are successful, but the thing is that if they are going to make the things on paper, then the entity is going to be created. Unless and until you don't make the things on paper, the entity is not created. So the first step, 1 2 3 4, these kind of steps they have to take up. That recommendations I want from you. Namita madam, please.
Haji sir, Haji sir. Thank you so much, sir. I think that
No,
most of
daddy
the
wala
category
CM था
questions they have
बैठा था ना
clear,
सुबह
they didn't have any doubt. So thank you so much, Vikesh ji. It was indeed
के
good,
कमरे में
and it was wonderful hearing you. You told us about the main challenges that how to establish whether to go for private or the public sort of company. What are the different competitions or different hurdles like competitive competitive advantages, financial management, unrealistic customer expectation, suitable candidate finding, winning trust of the customer, funding and tax tools are the important things which startup founders found as hurdles. Thank you so much for giving an insight at how to really prepare for your startup. Now to proceed further, now I invite Dr. Asin Chandak. If you talk about Dr. Chandak, he is a multifaceted personality. Words, if I try to speak about Mr. Chandak, Dr. Chandak through word, it will be always limited. So, Dr. Chandak, you are very enterprising and you have been enterprising all along your life. Your hard working, your discipline and clear-minded approach is it is very much evident from the success of the company which you are running as of now, Shield Biotech. So, with this, I know that you are a great scholar, you are author, writer, motivator, and you are engaged in various social activities in various parts of the country. Your efforts in the NGO Sunil is also worth mentioning. And with this, I require and I request you to come and address the students and share your experience. Sir, Dr. S. N. Chandak, sir, please.
Thank you. First of all, thanks to invite me, Dr. Rathore, Dr. Nivedita, to share my experience with the student. My compliments to your founder and chairman, Dr. Ram Kailash Gupta ji, also, who has created such a prestigious organization to provide multifaceted education to students. Apart from teaching, he is concerned about overall growth of the students so that they become successful in every walk of life. To be studious is good, but one should be all-rounder, go-getter and ready to face challenges of the life. Gentlemen, my dear students, the word, first of all, the today's subject is very interesting and we all have to understand the word entrepreneurship. This word is very difficult. I tell you, in the class, especially in the final year, there is a lot of discussion what you are going to be. One says I will face civil service. One says I will be an entrepreneur, and one says I will adopt a legal profession like that. But I tell you how entrepreneurship is groomed. Sometimes it is hereditary. If you are from the business family, you have a business blood, you have entrepreneurship blood. Then if you have a strong will or desire, then you can be entrepreneur. Then another issue is surrounding. If your surrounding is like entrepreneurship, or you have your friends who are entrepreneur, you can also be dream of being entrepreneur. So this is all. But I tell you, the biggest part to be a successful entrepreneur is you have to set your goal and you have to set your priority. You have to set your desire. आज मेरे पास 800 लोग काम करते हैं और हम 15 से 20 पीछे काम करते हैं और हमारे पास डेडिकेटेड लोगों की टीम है. तो इस तरह लोगों को बनाया, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन क्रिएट किया है, अच्छा एटमॉस्फेयर दिया है, तो लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, काम कर रहे हैं और दे फील रेस्पेक्ट टू वर्क विद मी. तो इसी तरह बच्चों, आपको मेरे से कोई भी क्वेश्चन हो, I can definitely ask you, I can clarify और आपको मेरा तो यही निवेदन है, सोचिए, बहुत सोच समझ के एंटरप्रेन्योर बनिए, एंड वंस यू बिकम एंटरप्रेन्योर यू हैव टू बी अ सक्सेसफुल एंटरप्रेन्योर। थैंक यू।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। सर चैट बॉक्स में बहुत सारे अप्रिसिएशन स्टूडेंट्स के आ रहे हैं। अनफॉर्चुनेटली मैं आपको भी राइट्स नहीं है, मैं शो नहीं कर पा रही हूँ। बहुत से बच्चे ने अप्रिशिएट कर रहे हैं, थैंक यू कह रहे हैं सर आपको। सर सारे स्टूडेंट्स थैंक यू सो मच सर, मैं उन सबके बिहाफ पे आपको थैंक्स दे रही हूँ। With this, now I would request Singhvi sir. Singhvi sir, please. Now, students, we have Mr. Singhvi sir also with us. He is also again a known figure. He is from Hindustan Fibers Limited, and again more than 500 persons are working in his group. He also started his journey as a chartered accountant, but now Hindustan Fiber Limited is a known name, and he has extensively traveled in various countries for business as industrialist delegations. He has advised to various governments, state governments and national government for the policy matters and state budgets. He is socially active and worked with various organizations like PhD, Rotary, Mahavir International, etc. So, sir, a warm welcome here, and
6 बजे सुना दें
please
सर,
can you
पूरा निकाल
proceed with your address? Sir. I am just presenting your presentation, sir.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आप सब लोगों का, और खास करके रामकैलाश जी का। रामकैलाश जी गुप्ता खुद इतने डायनामिक आदमी हैं कि उनसे तो लोग जो भी है वो सब सीखते हैं। और मुझे बहुत खुशी की बात है कि जितना डायनामिज्म रामकैलाश जी में है, वो भी ये चाह रहे हैं कि इनके कॉलेज में जो बच्चे हैं, इंस्टीट्यूट में जो बच्चे हैं, उन्हें भी इतना डायनामिज्म आना चाहिए। इसलिए ये अलग अलग लोगों को बुला के उनके प्रैक्टिकल एक्सपीरियंस सबके सामने सुनना चाह रहे हैं। तो मैं तो उनको बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करता चाह रहा हूँ कि जैसे एक बाप अपने बेटे को आगे बढ़ाने की कोशिश करता है, तो रामकैलाश जी के जितने भी बच्चे इंस्टीट्यूशन में हैं, उन सबको वो आगे बढ़ाने की उनकी भावना रह रही है। उस हिसाब से ये आज ये वेबिनार रखा है। मैं उनका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, और डॉक्टर साहब का भी और नवदीप साहब के भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद कि उन्होंने ये ऑर्गेनाइज किया है। सबसे पहले तो सब्जेक्ट लिखा है, तो मेरे हिसाब से ये सब्जेक्ट हिंड्रेंस थोड़ा सा नेगेटिव सा लगता है। इसकी जगह अगर हम ये लगते हैं एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप हैप्पीनेस इंडेक्स, मतलब हाउ वी कैन इंक्रीज द हैप्पीनेस ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योर्स, तो वो एक बढ़िया रहता है। लाइफ में नेगेटिविटी से शुरू नहीं करनी चाहिए कोई बात, जो भी बात करें तो पॉजिटिविटी से करना चाहिए। खैर, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप क्या है ये आपके सामने स्क्रीन पे है कि एंटरप्रेन्योर वो आदमी होता है जो रिस्क लेने की कैपेसिटी रखता है, रिस्क लेता है और उसके रिवार्ड भी उसको मिलते हैं उस आदमी को। और रिस्क छोटा मोटा आदमी नहीं ले सकता। जिस आदमी के अंदर कुछ क्वालिटीज है, ये करेक्टरिस्टिक्स आपके सामने आ रही है, जिस आदमी में ये कुछ करेक्टरिस्टिक्स है, वही लाइफ में अचीवर है, वही आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। विजन हो, क्रिटिकल माइंड हो, बिजनेस सेवी हो, रिस्क टेकर हो, नॉलेज हो, प्लानर हो, मनी मैनेजर, ये दीज आर सर्टेन क्वालिटीज। जरूरी नहीं है कि एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप के लिए सारी की सारी क्वालिटी चाहिए आदमी के अंदर। आप में कुछ भी क्वालिटी है तो आदमी उसके बाद और क्वालिटीज डेवलप कर लेता है और लाइफ में एक अचीवर की कैटेगरी में पहुंच जाता है। इस हो सकता है, पर तुम लहमा तुमसे जिंदा है, पर तुम जिस लहमे में जिंदा हो, ये लहमा तुमसे जिंदा है। ये वक्त नहीं फिर आएगा, तुम अपनी करनी कर गुजरो, मदमस्त इरादों से जिंदा रहो, जो होगा देखा जाएगा, जो होगा देखा जाएगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच सिंघवी सर। वाकई जो होगा देखा जाएगा, अपने आप में जीने का जो आपने मंत्रा दिया है कि मस्त रहो, जो होगा देखा जाएगा। और आपने यू हैव स्टेटेड अबाउट दिस केस, दिस इज नॉलेज, इंटीग्रिटी, स्ट्रेंथ एंड स्पिरिचुअलिटी. Sir, indeed sir, this has to be followed. And very important thing you said that फूल मत तोड़ो की जगह हमें ये कहना है बच्चों से कि पौधे लगाओ जो फूल देते हैं. That is the greatest positive lesson which I am learning, because even I used to say ये मत करो ये मत करो. Next time I will say कि नहीं ये करो ये करो. So that is something which I have learned today, sir. Thank you so much. Now the house is open for questions. Any student, anyone, if you want to ask to sir. Yes, Shilnidhi madam, please madam.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, Singhvi sir. Thank you for your, valuable advice, insights, and the experience. It will definitely help and motivate us. So, I had two questions, but one you answered. I wanted to know the particular qualities which a person must possess. That I understood. So my second question is, if it is a business product, sir, my question is how to raise funds. इनिशियली जब हम कोई एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप या कुछ इनिशिएट करते हैं आइडियाज, तो बच्चे को, स्टूडेंट को या हम लोगों को व्हाट आर द ऑप्शंस and opportunities from where we can raise funds for that particular idea.
सबसे पहले तो मैडम जो प्रोडक्ट आपने आइडेंटिफाई किया उसका कन्विक्शन आपको स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए कि आप किसी को भी कन्विंस कर सकते हो प्रोडक्ट के बारे में. उसके बाद में उसकी टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में कि आपके ग्रुप के अंदर या आपके साथ में टेक्नोलॉजी का कितनी इम्पोर्टेंस या कितनी जानकारी नॉलेज आपको पास में है. जब ये प्रोडक्ट की जानकारी अच्छी है और टेक्नोलॉजी आपके पास में है और मार्केटिंग का सिस्टम आपके पास में है, आप किसी को भी प्रेजेंट करेंगे अपना स्टार्टअप प्रोजेक्ट तो lot of people can come based on your competence, based on your knowledge, based on your technology. Lot of people, there are lot of sources. As I said, you can go for primary market, you can go for joint venture, you can go for startup funding, you can go for equity participation, you can go for a joint venture, temporary, your friend circle, your social relationship, they can also come for the joint venture. So, but the potentiality is in your product and in your conviction. How strong you feel about your product and how strong you feel about marketing. The funds are not the constraint. I had no fund. I started my life with 250 rupees in 1970. So fund is not a problem.
Now I would like to invite a man of many facets, philanthropist. I mean, the person, if you speak any word, it will always be less. He can gel with any group. If he's with young kids, he behave like a kid. If he's a student, he behave like a student. And if he's with his group, then he's entirely different personality. So man of many personality, multi-dimensional personality with so many work assigned, achievements to him. Now I would like to request Dr. Ram Kailash Gupta, the Honorable Chairman of Tecnia Group Institution, to please address the student. Thank you, sir. We will be blessed to have you with us, sir. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Navedita. Thank you, Dr. Ajay Rathore ji, professors, faculty members, and dear students. And special thanks to Dr. S.N. Chandak ji and Dr. G.S. Singhvi ji to elaborate in detail their experiences regarding entrepreneurship, regarding how you can become an entrepreneur, how you can develop, how you can start your industry, or any number of experience they have shared with you. डॉक्टर सिंघवी जी ने और चाणक्य जी ने बहुत सारी बातें हमें बताई और सभी बातें धरातल पर प्रैक्टिकल बातें हैं, उन्हें हमें सीखना चाहिए, समझना चाहिए. उसमें मैं 2-3 चीजें ऐड करना चाहूंगा. सबसे पहले तो हमें एक इंसान की इच्छा शक्ति, आपने सिंघवी साहब ने भी ये बताया, मैं भी रिपीट कर रहा हूं, मेरी इच्छा शक्ति क्या है. मुझे कभी भी वो काम नहीं करना चाहिए जैसे सिंघवी साहब ने कहा कि मेरा दोस्त जो है वो ग्रेन का बिजनेस कर रहा है, उसने बहुत पैसा कमाया, मैं भी वो काम कर लूं. जैसे बहुत से टाइम में बच्चे अरे एमबीए में एडमिशन क्यों लिया? क्योंकि मेरे दोस्त ने लिया था, उसने कहा एमबीए ले लो, आजकल बहुत चल रहा है, तो मैंने भी एमबीए में एडमिशन ले लिया। बिजनेस में ये नहीं चलेगा, एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप में ये नहीं चलेगा। आपका इंटरेस्ट कहां पर है? नंबर 1, आपका इंटरेस्ट किसी टेक्नोलॉजी के अंदर है, आपका इंटरेस्ट कोई फूड इंडस्ट्री के अंदर है, आपका इंटरेस्ट कोई सर्विस इंडस्ट्री के अंदर है, आपका इंटरेस्ट सिंगिंग के अंदर है, आपका इंटरेस्ट डांसिंग के अंदर है, आपका इंटरेस्ट वेब डिजाइनिंग में है, आपका इंटरेस्ट मार्केटिंग में है, आपका इंटरेस्ट कहाँ है? जीवन में अगर हमारे रुचि, हमारा इंटरेस्ट जो है वो अगर हमारा प्रोफेशन बन जाए तो नथिंग लाइक दैट, उससे बढ़िया कोई बात जीवन में हो नहीं सकती। क्योंकि आप उस बिजनेस को एज ए बिजनेस नहीं करोगे, एज ए हॉबी करोगे और आपको बहुत ज्यादा उसमें आनंद आएगा। नंबर 1। नंबर 2, हमारे बहुत सारे बच्चे या जो एमबीए करते हैं, जो वुड बी मैनेजर्स और वुड बी एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं, बड़ी बड़ी इंडस्ट्रीज की बात करते हैं। हमें हमारी जो एक्सपेक्टेशंस हैं वो बहुत रियल लाइफ में, रियल सिस्टम में होनी चाहिए। हम आज अगर देखें, कोई भी एमबीए करके हमारे लेवल का अगर कोई भी कॉलेज से किसी बच्चे ने एमबीए किया है तो कितने की जॉब उसको मिल रही है। अगर से एक आदमी 1 लाख रुपीस पर मंथ कमाता है, 50,000 कमाता है, अगर मैं अपना बिजनेस करके 50,000 क्या 25,000 भी कमाऊं पर मंथ, तो ये मेरे लिए ज्यादा बेटर है। बिकॉज इसमें ग्रोथ के चांसेस ज्यादा हैं, इसमें मेरा अपना सेल्फ मोटिवेशन, सेल्फ ग्रोथ और कल को बहुत ज्यादा इसको बिजनेस को राइज करने का उसमें रास्ता है। जैसे हल्दीराम का एक्सपीरियंस डॉक्टर सिंघवी जी ने दिया, वो डॉक्टर चाणक्य जी ने दिया। बहुत सारे ऐसे एरियाज हैं, छोटे छोटे एरियाज में एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को उन सब की ओर ध्यान देना चाहिए बजाय बहुत बड़ी इंडस्ट्री के लिए। चलिए आज के इस वार्तालाप को यहीं पे विराम देते हैं और आप इसको आगे बढ़ाइए।
जी सर, जी सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर। बस
आप डॉक्टर सिंघवी जी का और एस एन चाणक्य जी का स्पेशल थैंक्स कीजिए। इन्होंने अपने इसी प्रकार के अपने एक्सपीरियंस बच्चों से शेयर किए और आने वाले समय में भी आप इनको जो भी अब आप रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे और सब्जेक्ट टू अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ देयर टाइम बच्चों को उनका लाभ मिलेगा। प्लीज आप कैरी ऑन।
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to extend my thanks to all the esteemed panelists for today's webinar. We are thankful to Mr. Vikesh Bansal for letting us understand the various documentation and planning required for erecting a startup. Dr. S.N. Chandak, sir, special thank to you, sir. You gave a very comprehensive discussion about the entire journey starting from ideation to enterprise to have a big business. You shared your life experience and guided us to all the through all the nuances of startups. In your deliberations, sir, Singhvi sir, you pointed out how to have strong conviction as the building base of any startup. You discuss about various startups or the opportunities which have opened up after COVID-19, and sir, your guidance and your support and your experience will definitely motivate most of the students who are willing to have their enterprise. Last but not the least, I would also like to thank our chairman, sir, Dr. Ram Kailash Gupta, the honorable chairman, sir. You enlightened us, sir, as to how to integrate the interest with the profession. You also guided us that how one can plan business and study along with the different types of business opportunities like web development, event management, raising of nursery, uh, flex, marketing, advertising, and other upcoming areas wherein the innovators can explore and develop enterprise. You also discussed that how one can use rather exploit the talent or the skill which like singing and dancing one has acquired to develop a successful entrepreneur. A special thank to you, sir. It is your effort, it is your guidance, it is your everything. It is that you guided us. You call Singhvi sir and Dr. S.N. Chandak sir for today's webinar. Thank you so much, sir. Special thank to everyone. I'm thankful to director, sir, and to faculty members, and to all the students who have gathered here and they were interacting in the chat box. And thank you so much, everyone. And as Chairman, sir, has asked us, he has guided us. I would like to put a special request to Singhvi sir and Chandak sir that in future also please shower us with your blessings, with your good words, with your motivating words. Whenever is there any requirement, we'll definitely sir, be in touch with you, and we will be have this type of session more. Thank you so much, sir. Definitely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Fresh new whip in the colors orange. Stocked up fridge like a scene from Cribs. Sunset views and the weeks don't end. Traveling the world with a few best friends. Facebook ads and the money's passive. Instagram ads to bring more traffic. Snapchat vids with the orange hat kids. In the audience we just want success. And we don't care about the obstacles and the haters that keep saying it's impossible. All I know is that we gotta go.
Waking up early in the morning at 6 a.m., following his routine meditation in the open air with some relaxing yoga asana, and enjoying heavenly atmosphere, chirping of birds and crows made his mind focused and relaxed.
What's up, man? You look stressed.
Kind of hard to pay bills when your bank account's negative by $200.
Have you tried getting a loan?
After that,
Right.
enters in the gym
Somebody getting a loan when you have a 485 credit score.
I think I know someone who can get
to
us out of
perform a
this
quick cardio session and put some weights over his shoulder to perform
should give him
some
a call.
strength training. After training, he takes his breakfast, gets ready for his work, and left his home to his office.
Millionaire mentality. Focus on your inner game. Perception is reality. Always make sure that you're following your passion. Rise it, grind it, take massive action. Stay true to the game daily with persistence. Following your game plan, gotta stay consistent. When you feel a little bit of fear coming from the voice up inside your ears, telling you the struggles of your past years, stay focused on your purpose and why you're here. When you feel a little bit of fear coming from the voice up inside your ears, telling you the struggles of your past years, stay focused on your purpose and why you're here. Living the life, the life of an entrepreneur. Living the life, the life of an
Reach at his workplace, sanitize his hands, greet his staff, begins his meeting by opening laptop and presenting business with his clients.
Fresh new whip in the colors orange. Stocked up fridge like a scene from Cribs. Sunset views and the weeks don't end. Traveling the world with a few best friends. Facebook ads and the money's passive. Instagram ads to bring more traffic. Snapchat vids with the orange hat kids. In the audience we just want success. And we don't care
Left his office after some successful meetings. Reach his resident, get a power nap, and call his friends. Share his day with them, read some gossips, and chill out with them.
All I know is that we gotta go. Level up our lifestyle if we love the game. Living the life, the life of an entrepreneur. entrepreneur.
After this, he notes down all the coming official works and meetings and perform a check over to his targets and mark his to-do list over completed achievements.
I think you should give him a call.
And finally, reads a book and called his day off after thanking God.
Success leaves clues, knowledge is the key.
Hi everyone, this is Monica Rana aka Malicious, and today I am here to tell you guys what I do in a day. So basically a day in my life. So I'm a home baker and I have to manage a lot of things as a home baker, which includes making orders, of course, managing orders, talking to people, posting on Instagram, and managing the deliveries, writing the finances. All of these things are, a daily routine in my life. And right now I'm starting off to prepare for an order, and I'll be showing you a BTS of that as well, and I'll get back to you after that. So as you could see that I am now done with my order, which was of 2 cassata jars. These are my cassata jars, they're looking very beautiful. And this is the other one. So now we're heading to get them packed and delivered. So I'll also show you a bit of that, and then I'll show you how I manage other things. And now I'm here. We have to pack these boxes and send them across. So that's how we have to do this. The packaging, the making, sending, everything is done at home only. Sometimes when I have a lot of orders, then my parents and my siblings help me pack, and my dad gets them delivered. So that's how it happens. And we're ready with one box. Coming to the most important part, which is the FSSAI stickers. We are FSSAI registered, and so for that authentication, we put these stickers on each of our boxes, which also says that we are eggless and we are FSSAI registered. So no doubts on that. Alright, so we've packed these 2 boxes and now we have to deliver them. Delivery happens through another application. I won't be showing that part, of course, but then I'll get these delivered, and that's about my day. I have to now go and post something on Instagram, post stories, post some posts, reels, etc. And I also have to go and feed the data about these orders and the delivery. That's all I do in the day. I hope you guys now know what happens in a day in the life of an entrepreneur or a business or a small business person. And that's all for today. I'd like to share. Also, I'd like to say that if you are also an entrepreneur or doing a small business from home or from your own shop or anything. I'd like to wish you all the best, and I'd just like to say that don't stop believing in yourself, because that is what keeps you on and keeps you going. Yes, thank you, and do follow Mauritius on Instagram.